A lot was lost after 9/11, and 20 years later, Muslim communities say they still face Islamophobia. But here in Vermont, the local Muslim community says Vermont is a great state to live in. Catherine Huntley talks to the Islamic Society of Vermont about what they experienced.
September 11th impacted so many people's lives, including those in the Muslim community, and we spoke to people at the Islamic Society of Vermont about what life was like directly after 9/11 and about how they turned to education afterwards to make sure people understand what Islam is all about. The Islamic Society of Vermont's Imam Islam Hassan was living in New York City the day the Twin Towers fell.
The future was vague for a lot of Muslims.
He says after the attack, there was support from city officials in New York.
A lot of officials in New York supported the Muslim communities a lot, especially in NYPD. There were a lot of officers patrolling the mosques.
Hassan says a lot of their work at the center is to educate. And one of the original co-founders of the Islamic Society of Vermont was living in Vermont on September 11th.
There is a lot of misconception about Islam, especially after 9/11. They think that Islam is a terrorist religion. It is not. It's so peaceful. As a matter of fact, Islam, the word Islam, is peace.
While some American Muslims were vilified, threatened, and targeted, many in the Vermont Muslim community say they received overwhelming support from people here after the attacks.
And a lot of people in IBM, manager and non-manager, come to tell me, don't worry, you are all right, you are safe. So I get that support.
I never had any bad incident happen to me or anyone, pointing me out for something or for any reason. I never experienced that. So I would say I was blessed and destined to come to Vermont to settle down to American culture.
Education continues with teaching Muslim children to be proud of their religion. However, there are still hurdles to overcome. One Muslim woman reverted to Islam in 2007 and says she's treated differently by some.
There are differences in the way that people have treated me. And I wouldn't say it in a bad way. It's just, people are concerned and afraid, and it's understandable, but there's not much to be afraid of because we're just people, and like the other brother said, Islam is peace.
Services are held at the mosque every day, and we will have a link to all that information on our website. In Burlington, Catherine Huntley, Channel 3 News.